to the first episode of
the Uptown DownLo. I'm Lisa Flower.
I'm Andrea Arbour.
And we will be your hosts. We have a lot of fun stuff for you today in our first episode.
That's right. We'll introduce you to our good friend Holly, who has a lot of adventures.
Yes, a lot of bad things happen to poor Holly.
Oh, man, she has some friends, doesn't she?
Oh, does she ever. Whew. And we also have a very special guest for you today. She came into the studio, and that's Kizzy Kay.
That's right. She had a fabulous interview, and we can't wait to show it to you. So yeah, well, you know what? Let's introduce everyone to Holly. And see what's going on with Stuck in Heels.
I can't believe I'm letting you set me up on a blind date. Are you sure I'm gonna like him? Okay. Right. Oh, I'm here. I gotta go. Wish me luck, okay? Bye.
Oh my God.
Hello, I'm Blake. You must be Holly.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh, what do I do for a living?
Okay, I can handle this. Look at that hat. What is he thinking? My God, it's just so wrong. I'm going to kill Donna for setting me up with this guy. I can't stop staring at his hat. I've got to get out of here. Oh my God, everyone's looking. No wonder, look at that hat.
Yeah, so I try to stick with the latest trends nowadays, and you know what? I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it.
Poor Holly.
Oh yeah, that about says it all, doesn't it?
As you can see, trucker hats as a trend is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it. It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, nobody actually ever looks good in them.
I don't think so.
Even when you're us.
It's just wrong.
It is just wrong. If I went on a blind date and I discovered that my date was a trucker hat fan, I'd probably react the same way as Holly.
Yeah, that was quite the hat too.
Oh, God. Yeah. He was trying to keep up with the latest trends.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. I don't think I could handle it anymore.
Yeah. Kizzy is here to talk about her upcoming role as Catherine in Proof. Hi, Kizzy. Hey, thank you for joining us. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Glad you can make it. So we were wondering how you got involved in theater in the first place.
Well, I come from a family of performers, I guess you would say. So I've been on stage since I was probably in grade 3 or so. In my hometown, I'm called Queen of the Air Bands. It's not the best title, but I don't know. That's kind of theater. You know, you're doing it's almost like a bit. So,
And you are the reigning Miss Norton.
I'm the reigning Miss Norton, 1991. I thought you might bring that up. Yeah, my mom finally just threw out the crown because it was all broken and stuff. But they didn't have a Miss Norton after me. It wasn't because I was the best Miss Norton. It was because there wasn't really that many people around to participate. Anyhow, and then once you get into junior high, they start having plays, and got involved when I went through high school, and in university I took an acting and performance course, and did for a while. And then one summer I heard that Hampton Summer Stock was doing the show, and auditioned and got a role in the lottery. And then I didn't do anything until I moved to St. John 4 years ago.
Oh, I see. And you got involved in St. John Theatre Company. Your
Yeah.
first one was Much Ado About Nothing.
That's right. Yeah. About, I guess it was about 8 months after I'd been in St. John. Really bored. Didn't really know anybody.
Right.
Saw an ad for a call for open auditions. Auditioned. I was terrified. You know, hadn't really done anything. Didn't know anyone, and it's so much. Pardon me. It's different in like high school and junior high when you're auditioning, because it's it's all your friends, but I was so terrified, sitting in front of this Stephen Device person, oh yes, you graduated from Dalhousie Theatre Program, and there's his fiance at the time, and anyway, it was kind of surreal, and then I got a call back, and I was invited to be a chorus, and yeah, so the rest is my own history, my own personal history.
Excellent. Were you familiar with Proof before you auditioned?
Well, when the season for this year was announced, I immediately ordered the scripts because I wanted to know if there was a part for that would be good for me, or that I thought would be good for me, and I read the script the day I got it in the mail, and it was one of those scripts where when it was done, I'm like, yeah, it's over. It was so great, so engaging, and kind of thrilling in a way. And I was like, man, I want this part so bad. And yeah, so I was, had a little while before auditions, but auditions kind of creeped up.
They did.
Yeah,
They did.
They were a bit early this year, weren't they?
yeah, they were.
Okay.
They were
Very
that
early.
over with.
I think everyone's having a busy year.
Indeed. There's been a lot of callbacks.
So how excited were you to get the call to play Catherine?
I was, I can't even explain it, because the competition, I don't like calling it competition,
Mhm.
I mean, but the people that were also auditioning were all really good, and, there was no moment when I was like, I know I'm getting the part, you just like, I want the part, and you just do your best, and that's all you can do. When they called me, I was pretty
thrilled.
Pretty thrilled.
We should let our audience know Catherine is the lead in Proof. She is in every scene except for one. So it's quite the responsibility on your shoulders.
Yeah, it's one of those parts where the director will take you aside, although he hasn't taken me aside yet. He may, and say, you have to pick up the pace, and it's on your shoulders, and so I hope I don't have to have that conversation with Steve. But it's hard work, but it's a lot of fun. It's been a really great learning experience, even more so than like Sylvia. Sylvia was really the first show that I was in that I had a big part,
Mhm.
and I didn't really know what I was doing. I just kind of went with it, but I found I learned a lot more from Steve and from the other actors.
Excellent.
Well, Catherine seems like a really interesting part to play too. She's very dynamic.
Yeah, and one thing that we've talked about a lot during rehearsals is that it's not what's written in the script, it's what's happening between the lines and in our head, not just my character's head, but in the other characters as well. So much of what's going on is what's not being said,
Mhm.
and that makes it even more challenging.
That makes it an even more interesting story.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us about the rest of your castmates.
Oh,
stars.
Jay Rodding plays Hal, or Harold Dobbs.
The love interest.
The love interest.
Of sorts.
And my sister is played by Pippa Mugglestone. That's the role's Claire. And David Cook plays the role of my father, Robert.
What's it like working with them?
I do. It's cool being in a small cast. I mean, actually, I haven't been in a show with
A
a
big
larger
one?
cast since The Elephant Man. And but small casts are cool because everyone is